Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. Sitting with me, Bob Trewartha, from the Broadview Entertainment Arts University, or BEAU as you guys now call it.
Yep.
Pretty exciting. I'm so happy to have you here because, of course, for you guys, Sundance is a big deal for your students. It's really it's a kind of curriculum right there in front of you.
Well, it's really part of our mantra is making sure that the students get an opportunity to learn or use what they learned in the classroom in the real life application. So Sundance is an absolute jewel when it comes to getting the students to do some internships, volunteer, get out and kind of be part of what's going on. And obviously they love it.
Yeah.
And it is also a learning experience. You know, so much of the entertainment industry is also about networking and getting to meet people and being part of the things that are going on. And this gives them a real good opportunity to do that.
You know, last year, I believe you guys were in the same booth as Salt Lake Community College and Utah Film Commission, and of course, one of our big places there is also we pull students out of there for our to work as our interns as well. So we were involved with that a little bit, but this year, even a little bigger for you guys.
Right. Last year, working in the hub with the Film Commission was excellent. That a great opportunity, honestly, to kind of work with the Art Institute and Salt Lake Community College and kind of get to know them a little bit more and find out some of the things that they're doing and some of the things that we do a little bit differently. But this year, we're in the Indies Filmmaker Lounge, as well as working with the Concerts for Sundance, and again, trying to create as many opportunities for our students to get some experience, but also for us, a big part of it is to meet people in the industry, to be part of what's going on, not just here in Utah, but regionally and even nationally, so our students have great opportunities once they graduate.
Absolutely, and the industry is growing, which is exciting, but it's still probably as hard as ever to find your way in this industry, isn't it?
Well, one of the first things we tell students is if all you do is go to class, you're going to be limited. You need to get out and do things like Sundance, or we were real involved in the Twilight music series over the summer, and a variety of different types of events that match up with our program. So it gets them kind of into the industry and get a chance to meet people. A big part of our job as people that are kind of working on behalf of BEAU is to, again, make some of those contacts and try to create those opportunities. So it's actually a lot of fun in addition to really helping students create opportunities for themselves. So.
Well, I think that after we watch the Golden Globes, there's little doubt in anybody's mind about how important networking in the film industry is. Without it, you might as well just forget how it getting work. And so having you guys kind of take that initial first step to find the people to introduce them to is a huge thing.
It's so important. And one of the things that when you watch the Golden Globes you also see is that there's a lot of people that help make films.
Right.
It's not just the actors and actresses, and obviously they get the limelight. They're the ones that are telling the story, but at the same time there's all the people behind the scenes, and really BEAU is targeting that kind of employment, not just in the film industry. We work with the music industry as well as a variety of digital media applications, but at the same time, I think a lot of times students and people look at that, again, the actors and actresses, but there's hundreds of people behind the scenes.
Yeah, and we're showing some of the different things that you guys do offer, everything from drawing and art to computer things to, computer graphics and gaming, and there's a little bit of everything.
Right. Well, really what we did is our school's been around since, our school system's been around since 1877. It started back in Minnesota. We have a sister school in Minneapolis that is very similar to BEAU with music and different types of digital media. But what we did is when we came to Utah to look at starting BEAU, we did a lot of research to figure out, is there a need for this type of a thing?
Right.
Is it growing? Is there really an opportunity for students? And we found that there really was a niche for the types of programs that we have to offer. So.
Right. I mean, it would be pretty awful for you guys. It wouldn't last long for you guys to provide a program where there wasn't hiring. Your students are getting hired on the other end.
Right. Well, we're new enough to where our first graduate's coming out in 6 months. So, but we've already had a few students work in the industry and are making money doing what they love.
Yeah, one of my friends, before he was even, as you said, before he graduated, he's already got work.
Right.
And doing well, so that's pretty exciting.
We use them as an example, to be honest, to the other students, to say, here's somebody who went out and actually did the networking, actually went out and met people in the industry, and now they're working, albeit maybe part-time, but it's in the industry, it's doing what they want to do, and they haven't even graduated yet.
Yeah, that's really exciting. If someone wants to find out more about BEAU and how they, if they want to kind of look at the arts as part of their life, as their goals, what would they do?
Probably the easiest thing to remember would just type in BEAU and Salt Lake City into any search engine, but beau.broadviewuniversity.edu is our website. Under the news section is really a good area to kind of get an idea of some of the things that we're doing. We do a variety of stories about our students, as well as events and things that we participate in, so it's a good snapshot of kind of who we are.
That's really cool. One of the things that I think is exciting is, as you're preparing students, the arts really gives an opportunity for you to be either involved in some big corporation if you want. If you want to go work at Pixar, you can. But if you want to work on your own, there's a part of that too.
Absolutely. One of the things that's part of our curriculum is small business management, which gives them some idea of how to kind of run their own business, to be an independent contractor, be self-employed.
Because that's not easy.
No, right.
It's probably one of the hardest things to do if you do it wrong, especially.
And honestly, one of the biggest challenges that people in the arts have is they have a skill, a talent for their passion for their art, but they don't necessarily know much about running a business.
Yeah.
And that's a natural kind of element to the equation, but we try to prepare them to have at least the basic understanding. In fact, one of the things I always tell students is figure out what you don't know so you can get help for it.
Right.
So some people might be great at accounting, some people might not, and if you're not, don't try to do it yourself, get some assistance.
Yeah.
So
it's like being a baseball player. If you're a great pitcher, you don't need to worry about that. Better figure out how to bat, though.
Exactly.
Right?
Good point.
Excellent. Well, as always, we're appreciative of having any educators here, and thrilled to have an opportunity to speak with you a little bit, and looking forward to spending some time at Sundance. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun for all of us together as we celebrate, cinema and all the fun things about it.
Absolutely.
So, thank you very kindly.
Appreciate Park City TV for everything you guys do as well.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. We'll look forward to getting some of your students up here, I'm sure.
Sounds good.
All right. When we come back, we're going to be talking about robotics with Lego. You got to love that, right?
Amazing.
I know you like Legos. All right. We'll be back after these messages.